Hey, what's up everyone, Bubbleking here and welcome back to some more Paladins today. We are on the PTR here. We're going to be looking at the newest champion here, Zhin. And yeah, we'll see how good he is. So, he has like this sword here. What's his attack? Inferno Blade, direct damage. Within 2 seconds, hurl burning oil with 2 quick swings that deal 450 damage and a heavy swing that deals 700. Okay. So his basic attack has like 2 sort of modes. So you do 2 normal swings here, which are these 450 ones, and you do like a final swing, which is this 700 damage one. It's kind of cool how they have different projectiles. Like the first 2 are sideways. You can see here they have like a bit of a bigger hitbox there. You can see we can like hit him from like, wait, is it bigger? It should be bigger. It's like we can hit him from here, but I don't think we'll be able to hit the final one from like here. So let's see. Yeah, see, it goes straight through the middle of them. So yeah, they do have different hitboxes. That's kind of cool. You can sort of play around with that a bit. The first 2 are like a bit easier to hit because they're like really wide, where the third one is horizontal. So I guess if they're like in the air or something or jumping, it might be a bit easier to hit them. But yeah, the first 2 seem quite easy to hit. Third one's a bit harder, but you get that bit extra damage on it to make up for it. Okay. So he is a flanker, so we do need some big damage out of him. The damage seems quite low on those attack, 450 for the first 2 swings. They do come out quite quickly though, so it might not be too bad, but yeah, it seems a bit low, 450, especially when you have characters like Androxus that just shoot you in the head for like 900 or whatever it is. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. We got counter, enter a counter stance for 2 seconds. If you take an enemy hit to the front of your character, you negate any effects of the hit and counter it with a melee strike for 700 damage. Okay, so we're gonna have to go over here and summon these little Cassie people to hit us. Let's see how this goes. So we enter our stance. Wait, what? Oh, whoops! I pressed the wrong button. I pressed Q. Okay, it's right click. Okay. Okay, so it's just 1 hit and you counter it, and it's a melee swing, so you have to be right in front of them to do it. So I guess we have to go here. We'll wait for her to finish shooting. Okay. Okay, that's okay, I guess. I guess you can you still move while you're doing it? Yeah, you can. Okay, so that's not too bad. You can use it to sort of get it closer to the enemy here, because you can see your attacks, they're quite short range. Like, I think if we get over here, we won't hit them, right? Yeah. So it's quite short range, so we do need a way to be able to actually get close to them. And with this, you're sort of protected while you do. But the thing is, you already sort of want to be close to them when you use the right click, because it's a melee strike, so if you're not close to them, you're not going to be able to do damage to them. But okay, what else do we got? Q, disperse in the smoke, become un-targetable and gain 20% movement speed for 2.5 seconds. So it looks like just a generic movement ability here. Gets a movement speed, un-targetable, basic stuff. Always really nice to have one of these abilities, usually on most flankers and stuff like that. You need a really strong moving ability like this, because otherwise they just struggle to get to the back lines without getting blown up or getting away when they get the kill. So yeah, that's nice. Decent duration, 2.5 seconds, not too bad, and you get that extra movement speed. So that's not too bad overall. It seems instant, right? Yeah. So that's kind of good. I don't think you actually go invisible though, so I think they can still see you, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. The movement speed sort of allows you to get away anyway, and there's probably some cards that give you extra movement speed or increase the duration so you can just run out of there without any trouble. What else is there? So we've got the F ability, which is Whirl. Just Whirl, not Whirlwind, just Whirl. Lunge forward while swinging your blade in a deadly arc, dealing 400 oh, so there's like your dash to get in, right? Whoa, okay, that's not what I thought it would be. I thought it would be like a, you do like a dash and you hit everyone that you dash through, but no, you do like a little spin. Okay. It's really big, the size of it. And you move an okay distance, not too big. But the damage seems quite low, to be honest, 400 damage, but I guess it's really hard for them to dodge. It seems really hard for them to dodge, because it's quite quick. And there's no like cast time or anything on it. So I guess you can't put too much damage on an AoE ability like this that has such a short cooldown. Especially since you're moving really fast, it's it could be quite hard for them to hit you while you're doing it. So that's not too bad. I actually like that. Maybe could do a tiny bit more damage, but I guess he already has a lot of mobility and stuff at the moment. So if you give him too much damage, it just ends up being really OP. Okay, this will be interesting. So we can go like that, and then you just throw a big one to his back or something like that. I was wondering if you could like cancel the animation or something like that. Doesn't seem like it did it? No, it didn't come out, I don't think, the last attack. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think you can. Anyway, it being instant is pretty nice. You can use it to just get that tiny bit of burst damage down at the end. But you probably won't be getting too many targets with like one AoE hit of it, because you're a flanker. You're going to be going for the people on like the back line and stuff like that. So it's not like you're on the point and you can just spin and take a bunch of people down or something like that. Still seems like a pretty good ability. Okay, let's get to this ultimate here. Spite. Launch forward and stun an enemy with a series of vicious melee strikes. So deals 2000 damage and we stun for 1.5 seconds. Ooh, I like the animation though. Seems like there's a bit of a charge up time on it. I wonder what the actual like full distance is of it. Wait, let's get back here for a second. Yeah, I wonder what the actual distance is on it. If it's really far, I could see it being really good. But otherwise, you probably would just go for like a Drogozo, wouldn't you? Because that actually just straight up kills them. So I don't know. I guess they're very different type of characters. Like this is a flanker and Drogoz is a damage dealer, but I don't know. It just seems like kind of a worse Drogoz ult. Because like there's no point in stunning them if you can just one-shot them, right? I guess the thing with Drogoz is he sometimes has a bit of trouble getting out after he punches them. I guess he has like his rocket boosters to launch him out there, but this guy has like he can go in the queue, he can block the next hit with his right click, he can go spin in their face or spin away, whatever he wants to do. So let's see how long this distance is. I wonder if I'll hit him from here. Okay, so it's not too long of a distance. You do get some ult charge back though if you completely whiff it, so that's not too bad. And it seems like it builds up quite quickly. We do have 3 points into morale boost here, but it seems like it has a quicker build time than Drogo's ult, at least, which would make sense because it's worse than it. Yeah. I mean, really, with this you deal more than like 2000 damage because you stun them and then you can just F straight away and hit them. So you're gonna deal like 2.4, 2.8 if you can get a swing into them, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It'll take down most people on the back line, I guess. I mean, you're not gonna be using it on a tank or something like that. I guess that's like the opposite of Drogoz. Like Drogoz, you mostly want to use it on the tank because it just one-shots anyone. With this one, you can just use it on the squishy because it won't kill the tanks off. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like the animation on it though. But the thing is, you sort of get your stealth stuck there as well for a second and a half. So that means if there is someone else there helping the backline, or like there's 2 people together, you can't really just burst one person down because the other person will just shoot you in the head for 3 headshots because you're stuck there. So that's kind of hard. Okay. We can dash up in the air, right? Yeah, we can. Cool. Can we spin in the air? No, we can't spin in the air. But we can block in the air. Okay, I wish you could spin in the air. That'd be kind of cool. Like if there was like a Drogoz up in the air or something, you could just like jump and spin upwards. Do you go straight when you do it? Okay. Yeah, you don't keep falling. Yes, you go straight for a bit. Okay, so let's see. I guess most of the time you just end up doing 3 strikes like this and spinning into them. But I guess if it's someone that has like longer range than you probably want to, I don't know, maybe use your Q to actually like get up to them. Like you could use your Q to get next to them. Because you do have increased movement speed, so you are going to be able to get close to them quicker than they can get away. Unless they have like their own like roll or something like the Cassie here or something like that. But then you do have your spin as well, so spin can get you in as well. You have lots of ways to get in actually, it's not too bad. But yeah, you can go use your Q to get in, then, you know, if you're still not there, you can just use your right click to block an attack, spin into them, and then blow them up with your weapon. This right click actually does a ton of damage. The problem is it's melee. It's not like Androxus reflection where you just reflected a missile back to them pretty much. This one you have to be in melee, which is a pretty big restriction since a lot of characters, especially the squishy ones, don't want to be next to you. So they're going to be trying to run away from you a lot. But it is instant though, so it's kind of hard for them to block it. Like the thing with Androxus, it's very telling because he puts his arms up, there's all these effects going on and stuff. Where this is, as soon as they shoot one shot into you, you swing back at them. So if you time it right with their basic attacks, you can just end up getting instant 700 damage on them. Yeah, I don't know. The first two swings are quicker than the last one, but... Oh, okay, so even if you reload, you still have enough time. It just has to be within that 2-second mark. Okay. So you can reload and still get that third big hit off. I guess, ooh, do you know what you'd probably do? You'd probably, like, just charge up your weapon like this before you engage. So you get that 700 damage hit off first. Instead of a 450 one. Because assuming you know how to aim, you can just, like... Yeah, you get that 700 damage one off straight away. So you... Before you come around the corner or something like that, you just do that reload. So if you do see someone, you get 700 damage off instead. Okay, I could see that being done. Cause it is a significant difference. Like, getting that 700 damage off can be the difference between killing someone off or not. So maybe that ends up being a thing. I mean, his reload is not too long. It's not like Maldamba, which is just like 5 years, something like that. So yeah, it might possibly be a thing. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay, let's take a quick look at the legendaries here. So, what do we have? Guillotine. That's Spite. So that's your ultimate, right? Spite is your ultimate, I think. Okay, so yeah, Spite now deals percentage damage. So that's a bit interesting. Let's pick up this again. And we'll build up our ultimate here. So this increases your old generation as well. So we actually have a ton of old generation. We've got morale boost and extra generation here. So we're building up our ult quite quickly. Okay, so let's try and eat this guy. Wait, did that work? I don't know if it worked. It might be bugged because we're in training room. 25% damage with every hit. That is the ultimate, right? Yeah. How many times does it hit? Let's just look how many times it hit so we can tell. I think it one-shots the person, right? It seems like it deals enough damage too. Seems like it does enough damage to just one-shot Fernando. Guess we'll find out in a second after we build this up. Let him heal up. Okay, so yeah. Want to see if it does 4 hits, it should kill him because it deals 25% of their max life. So, guess we'll find out here real quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 125% of their life. So yeah, they should be dead. I guess it does extra in case they have like morale, not morale boost. They have like Haven or something to reduce the amount of damage they take. Because Spite does deal direct damage. So if they have like Haven or something, you reduce it a bit. But with this, they should still die. So it's pretty much like an instant kill. But I mean, at that point, why don't you just play Drogos and just punch them? Seems like it would be a better option. Because it one-shots them still. And you don't have to waste your ultimate card on it. And you have a longer attack range as well, which is nice. Retaliation. After countering an attack, you remain in your counter stance. That seems kind of interesting. I did make like a counter deck here. Haven't really tried it though, so Maybe we'll go see if it actually works. Do we have the right legendary? No, we don't. Okay, so the legendary is not working in the training room at the moment. Guess we can go into a real game and, well, not a real game, like a co-op vs AI game and test it out real quick and see how that goes. Let's first look at the last legendary though, Smolder. So heal for 60% of your maximum life over the duration of Billow. So it just pretty much turns your escape into a second chance. You can use it if you start losing like a 1v1 or something like that to heal up. I mean, it's overall a good card. You can't really go wrong with it, but I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I don't know. This one seems kind of bad, to be honest. It helps you blow up like any target. Like, it'll make your ultimate an insta kill on any target, but I mean, it pretty much blows up everything, all the squishies at least anyway, so I don't know if it's really needed. This one, the problem is counter, yeah. If the person you're versing is good, they just stop shooting you. But if it's someone with a quick attack rate like Sky, Grok or something like that, you get a couple of hits into them before they can even react, and you might be able to actually kill them off. And yeah, so this is like, overall it's going to be good no matter what. This one could be good, depending on how fast the enemy attacks. If it's a really slow shooter like Buck or something, it's going to be terrible, but if they're really quick attacks, you might be able to get a couple of hits off with counter there. Especially since it's instant, you can just activate it like mid-fire, and there's really no way for them to react unless they somehow predict you're going to activate counter. Yeah, because you're at least going to get like one swing in before they stop shooting. Okay, so yeah, I built these two decks here. Didn't really try them out at all yet, but they seem kind of cool. So we got this well deck here, reduced by 2 seconds every time we hit a target. So we can go well through some people and see how low we can get the cooldown and see if we can just get it to reset instantly. So if we hit these people, we should go on 1 second cooldown, right? No, 3 seconds, what? 3 seconds? Isn't it 2 seconds for each target hit? What's the cooldown for it? 7 seconds, so it should go down to, right? Oh, it's the basic Dark Lord deck. It's not selecting the right deck. Okay, I see. Can we get it to select the right deck somehow? Basic Dark Lord? No, so we have to leave and come back. Okay, so we'll leave and come back and see if we can get this thing to actually select the right deck. Because yeah, if we can stack some Cronus in there, we can remove that 1 second like extra cooldown. And we might be able to get infinite spins off, which could be quite cool. Might be some fun, stupid build you could play. Hopefully it works out. I don't know. The thing is, you have to hit like, because with free Chronos, it's only like 2 seconds off the cooldown. So you still need to hit 3 targets, or at least 2 for it to reset pretty well. 3 to make it easily reset completely. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it does make sense. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, this is the kind of build I would want to play. I just keep spinning through the enemy. Holy crap! Okay, wait, let's get some Chronos in here. This should help us out a bit. So what's the cooldown now? 5 seconds. If we hit 2 people, there'll only be a second cooldown. Damn, that's not too bad. So we got increased distance on our wells here, so we can move pretty far with this. Holy crap! Oh my god! Okay, that's too fun. It's like playing Whirlwind Barb in Diablo 3. You just keep spinning around, and everyone dies. Yeah, that's really fun. I don't think this will be viable at all though. It's too hard to hit 3 people constantly. Especially since everyone has so much mobility, like lining up people like this would just be ridiculous. Ridiculously hard. Maybe in some like really low level game, or even some like mid-level games, you might be able to get people, especially since like if they just like death ball or something, you could just keep spinning through them and take them all out. But yeah, that seems really fun, I'm not gonna lie. I hope that actually somehow becomes viable. What's the other deck we have here? We got the retaliation one, isn't it? Oh, it still gave us wildfire. We might be able to come out and go back in and test the retaliation on the Cassie. See how this goes. Okay, so we get this, we get this, we get this. And now retaliation should hit a bunch of times. Oh, counter, sorry, no retaliation. Oh my god, okay, that's pretty fun. I wish there was a way to reduce the cooldown of this ability. Like, every time you hit someone with your swing, it reduces the cooldown. Or increase the timer or something, I don't know. Or not the timer, the duration, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, man. I wish they just had a melee champion. Like, they had Grover all the way back when he used to be a flanker. And now we don't have any. It feels like they wanted to make him one, but they just didn't go all the way with it. Like, this range is so short, as we said before, that he practically is a melee. Like, all of his other abilities are melee. Maybe they should have just went the extra yard and actually made him a melee champion fully. But yeah, this is not too bad, this counter ability. You get some decent healing with the healing card, and yeah, overall not too bad. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's go take a look at the cards here. We'll see what they're like. So I took a quick glance at them before. They look okay. I mean, they're not too interesting. They're pretty basic, to be honest. Like, you got this Whirlwind thing, which I think is quite fun. I don't think it'll be viable though, because it's too hard to hit and it takes too many whirls to actually kill someone off properly with it. But it's kind of fun. The distance thing might actually not be too bad, just using it as a gap closer, because it's quite a big distance with max rank in it. What else is there? You can get some lifesteal during it. I don't think that'll make too much of a difference. Yeah, as I said, it doesn't deal too much damage, so you're not going to be stealing too much life with it. These look all pretty meh, to be honest, these ones down here. Maybe you could get increased ammo count if you really want to, but I don't think you really need it. He reloads quite quickly and you swing quite slowly, so I don't think you really need it. Billow increased duration could be a thing. Give you more time to get out or in. Like, as we said before, you could use it to get in, and then when you get the kill, it resets the cooldown of it. So you get the movement speed here, so you have really, really quick movement speed, because you got the 20 base plus 40 from this. You sneak up to the enemy, you go start swinging in their face, counter them, hit them, kill them, and then you can use it to run away as well, because you'll get the cooldown reset thanks to this card here. So let's just sort of see what a deck like that would look like. Whoops, let's not change this one. Let's go create a new one. So you'd probably have something like that, and then I don't know if you would put too many points in this. Maybe like 75 and something like that, and like 3 points in each of them. That could work. Yeah, that could work. If you get the 60% heal on Billow every time you kill someone off, that could be quite interesting. I feel like you could get this just to get 2 quick ammo if you want to. And maybe the increased distance of Whirlwind. That could be quite interesting for an extra gap closer in case they try and get away. So something like this could work. We can actually put one more point in. So we could actually get the reset on cooldown here and get these two on the side. So that could be kind of cool. So yeah, you sneak up with Billow, take someone out, stealth away, and you get a 60% heal on top of it. So they're not going to really be able to burst you down when you come out or something like that. Yeah, that could possibly be the build. Here's OK burst with counter and the spin. That's like 1.1k. That might not be too bad. You open up with like I don't know, 3 attacks into a counter. That'll kill most people. If they're still alive, you can spin through them, or you don't even need a counter. You could just do 3 attacks, spin through them, and if you end up like almost dead, you just counter a hit and kill them off or something like that. I don't know. Lots of opportunities here. He has a lot of ways to get in, which he really needs. Because of pretty much all of his damage is short range. And, you know, a lot of it is melee range. So, he really needs ways to get in here. So yeah, that's the Whirlwind build. That's the Billow build. And then I built this counter build. I feel like this will be quite fun. You sort of, it's the closest thing we have to like a melee champion, where you just activate counter and hope people hit you and you hit them back. If you go up against some quick attacking heroes like Victor, Grok, Sky, I could see you actually blowing them up really quickly, because they, unless they have like superhuman reactions or they predict you're activating it, yeah, they would just end up taking at least like 2, maybe 3 swings of counter to the face, and that's a lot of damage. And if they don't, like if they just stop shooting you when you get close, then you can just get free damage down with your weapon, because they can't start shooting you again if they're worried about counter, because counter's just instant cast, so there's really nothing they can do. There's something about this that's better than like Androxus's. It's just like instant damage. You don't have to wait for them to shoot into you a bunch, or wait for it to end the cast time, or the charge time, whatever you want to call it. That's kind of cool. So yeah, quite an interesting hero. Kind of interested in what you guys think about him. I feel like he'll be okay. If he has enough damage to be able to burst people down, blow them up and beat them in 1v1s, this build would be really, really strong, I feel like. But otherwise, if he doesn't have enough damage to be able to 1v1 people, he'll just end up being complete trash, I think. I don't know, this counter has the ability to be so strong. 700 damage instantly is a really, really large amount. With this, being able to get like 2 or so hits off of it could be really strong. We'll see. And the ultimate, I don't know, I mean, having a one-shot ultimate is really good. It's worse than Drogo's, but it's still a one-shot ultimate. Like, if you have this guy and Drogo's on the same team and you just end up taking out 2 people instantly, that's like instantly turns into a 5v3, so I don't know. I guess we'll find out. We'll find out what ends up happening later when he comes to live servers. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.